We'd like to give all praise and all honors to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rekakadash. Double honor to the apostle and the elder, the great millstone, and taught us the truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom. Welcome to today's lesson. Today's lesson is on Proverbs chapter 14, verse 7. Okay? And it's going to be a short video. I just wanted to do something on this particular topic concerning a foolish man. You know, you got a lot of brothers out there that do a lot of talking. They're not saying anything. They're not teaching anything. They're making videos, making lessons, but they're not altogether edifying. And guess what? Sometimes your videos, you might not think they're edifying, but they are edifying to someone who needed to hear that and hear you say that, those things that you said. Okay, they needed to hear that, and Yahweh had them to tune in to your video just to receive the message that Yahweh placed within your mouth for them to hear. Remember, faith comes by hearing, and hearing comes by the words of Yahweh. Romans chapter 10, verse 17. It's Yahweh that places it in our mouths what it is for us to say. Remember that. Okay. So this is Proverbs chapter 14, verse 7, and it reads, "Go from the presence of a foolish man." Why? Because a foolish man, there's nothing set positive or proper about him. He's only going to be misleading. He's going to lead you in the different directions that are not proper. He's not going to give you any knowledge, any wisdom. Just foolishness. You can't take care of business like that. When thou perceivest not in him the lips of knowledge. You see, you go from the presence of a foolish man like that. Once you perceive that there ain't no knowledge in him, and there's nothing up there, the light is on, the eyes are open, but their mind is asleep. Buddy of mine, he's got eyes, he can see, but his mind doesn't pay attention. You see, his mind doesn't pay attention. So because of that, he is what would be called legally retarded. Okay, he's legally retarded because he's not able to quite just zoom in, okay, and focus. Now we're gonna go ahead and go on to some precepts, related precepts on this, related verses on this, okay, just to get some idea, more so in depthness by precept, okay. So this is Proverbs chapter 9, verse 6, and it reads, "Forsake the foolish." Yeah, forsake the foolish. They're fools. You don't have to hold tight or hold strong to or for a fool. You let them go on about their business and live. You see, and live. Forsake the foolish and live, because you will die if you keep trying to keep up with a foolish man, or if you waste your time trying to straighten a foolish man out. Don't waste your time. Let the Lord straighten out that foolish man while you go about your business. And go in the way of understanding. You see? Just go on about your business. Go on in the way of understanding, because he does not have any understanding. He's a fool. He's foolish. And he'll lead you astray. Proverbs 13 and 20. "He that walketh with wise men shall be wise." Right. Because guess what? Birds of a feather flock together. The wicked hang out with the wicked, and the righteous hang out with the righteous. It's just that simple. Okay? It's just that simple. But a companion of fools shall be destroyed. You see that? You see that? You don't want to be a companion of fools, because that means automatically you are walking on eggshells. Okay? And the fire all up beneath you. Proverbs chapter 19, verse 27. "Cease, my son, to hear the instructions that causeth to err from the words of knowledge." You see, Yahweh gives us instructions all the time on a regular basis for us to hear and to understand, so that we may live righteously. Okay? And some people, they're not trying to live righteously, even though they say they're pushing the truth. Okay? And then, you have other different things that will be happening in their life that's not conducive to the truth. 1 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 11. "But now I have written unto you not to keep company, if any man that is called a brother, be a fornicator, or covetous, or an idolater, or a reeler, or a drunkard, or an extortioner. With such an one, know not to eat. With such an one, know not to eat. And right, don't have anything to do with such a person. Don't waste your time trying to be edified with any type of tables of information that he would sit at. Don't sit at the same table as him, or don't eat with him. Don't, and when I say eat with him, don't try to learn with him, because the type of books or teachers or instruction that he would try to learn would be obscure from the instruction of Yahweh. Okay, and that's what's most prevalent: the instructions of Yahweh. Okay, this last one we're gonna read this and then close it out. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 11. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful. You see, if a brother is unfruitful, you see, if he ain't got no subscribers, no followers, nobody that's hearing him, listening to him, then guess what? Yahweh's not leading anybody to him. You know, I don't know if maybe he just, to give inspiration to one person, and one hopeful elect, that may be his thing, or he's not being dealt with at all by Yahweh. Period. Okay. Okay. Fellowship with the and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness. You see, because it's darkness what the others are into, what these some brothers that are into, that is not conducive to the truth. It's just darkness. But rather reprove them. You see, but rather reprove them. Okay, so we can go ahead and